All right, so I wanted to do a video of my favorite Bible I own. I've been pretty blessed in the last couple years of accumulating a good amount of Bibles, and to be honest, this is really inexpensive compared to some of my Bibles that I own. But there's something about this Bible that just makes it really special and just so durable. And I mean, it's just the quality of it is just amazing. I really enjoy the rustic look, if you guys can see that. I'm gonna zoom in on that. All these marks and these nicks and everything, none of that was on there. I mean, it's just, look at that grain. You can really fold it up and I mean, it's beautiful. Absolutely amazing. So this is a Cambridge wide margin NIV. I had the rebinder put four raised hubs on it. Very simple, very clean, but very rustic. I mean, just it has a semi yap. I'm not a huge fan of the full yap, so you can see that with one hand. Oh, yeah, it's close. It's close. It's almost a full yap. So, but it's amazing. I mean, it's just the quality of this rebind is amazing, and it's it is my cheapest rebind that I have purchased, and I think have four or five done. So absolutely amazing. The rebinder was Oren, and I think you can find him on Facebook as Oren Bibles. So he's a cool guy, seems very genuine and nice, and he rebound this Bible for me. So this Bible was originally a NIV, Cambridge NIV calf split. So you may be wondering, why would I pay as much as I did for a calf split when I can just get the new Insight? And the reason is because I had another Bible redone, another NIV Insight done. And what I hated about it was the corner work. So if you look at these corners, these are the manufactured corners. And these corners are not flaky at all. They are pristine, they are smooth. And if you've ever had a Bible redone with the corners that were 90-degree angle and then they had to shave them down, no matter how good they get the corners, there'll be little flakes that come up right here. And I don't know how that's going to age over time. Maybe it'll be fine, but for me personally, if I'm going to pay the money, I would rather send a text block that I'm sure that I love. So I give you guys that advice after having one rebound that I just didn't enjoy the corner work, and I sent it to a pretty experienced rebinder. But this is a Cambridge wide margin NIV. It's absolutely outstanding. The font is a bit small, but I would rather the font be small than be large and take up more room. I believe it's a 38 GSM, and I mean, it's just there's so much to write in this Bible with all the room. A lot of people complain about the margins. I really haven't had a problem. Let me see if I can give you an example. I've written a lot more in the New Testament. So okay, here's like an example. Obviously, there's not as much room as the outer margin, but to be honest, I just go like this. This is just me. I just move it like that so that I can get a little bit more room on that inner margin. I've never had a problem with it. Yes, do I wish this text block was moved over just a tiny bit, or do I wish that there's more room here? Of course I do, but the Cambridge wide margin is absolutely the best wide margin in my humble opinion, after having the Skylar, which is great. But the thing about the Skylar is, since it's so thick, the inner margin is even harder to get to because there's so much, the paper's so thick. So it's just, there's like a giant hump right there, and it's very difficult to get into those inner gutters. So I really don't have a problem with this, but for any student of the Bible, I just would recommend this highly. I mean, this changed my devotional life, and my brother and I always talk about this, but reading the Bible for us is sometimes pretty difficult. as we're not people that like to put our feet up and read, but we do enjoy actively learning, like active learning, and putting a commentary beside you and then writing in these margins as you learn, slowing down, reading the text. So if you want to be a student of the word, you can't go wrong with this. I mean, you can really get these pretty cheap. Still, especially if you get an ESV, they don't currently sell the calf split anymore, but they sell the ESV still in a calf split. You can get a hardback ESV for $50. You can get an Insight for like $40 on eBay, I think on Amazon as well, and those are going to have the sharper corners. But I mean, if you just want this text block, it's amazing. And this is a Bible that it's just so over a year's time, it's really just aged so well. So if you guys are probably wondering, oh man, what's this? This looks pretty bad all around here. I think I'm just paranoid. So I've collected Bibles for a couple years now, and I've had really bad experiences, ironically, with R.L. Allen. And it's because there's no perimeter stitching. And even though this does have perimeter stitching, it's difficult to see, but it's more for just the aesthetic look. And they actually just take this inner liner he did, and he just puts it up to like the corner right here. And I mean, it looks amazing. There was nothing coming up at all, but I couldn't risk it because I love this Bible so much, and I don't care what the inside looks like. I want it to look rough, and the R.L. Allen kind of scarred me for life because I paid so much money, and the non-perimeter stitching, it was pulling up, and I don't know, I'll never buy a R.L. Allen again. So so this is my favorite Bible, Rebound by Oren Bibles. My goal in this is to go through the entire New Testament in the Warren Wiersbe, and I think I have like somewhere from 5 to 7 books done. My biggest book being Acts, which takes forever to get through, by the way. But I think the other best part of this is the note paper in the back, guys. I mean, it is so thick, and I use this for goals for myself, for facts, like cultural background facts, if I don't have enough room to write it. Hey, there's my cat. Hey. And I use it for quotes. I'm a big quote guy. I just love using quotes for when I'm teaching youth group or leading a Bible study. So I use a lot of quotes, and I like to write who the quote's by. So this notebook paper in the back is amazing. You get so much back here. And to be honest, there's another section. Let me see if I can find it, where you can make your own index. But since I'm not going to be, come on, get down. Since I'm not going to be using that, I'm just going to write quotes there. I hope to fill all these up with quotes, and this is why I take it to all sermons. If I hear a good quote, I'll put it in there, and hopefully maybe use it to reach somebody else someday if I'm preaching on that, if I just feel like it helped me understand that topic. So, beautiful ribbons, by the way. He put some, I think they're Beresford. I got an ink stain on them. Anyway, though, guys, this is my favorite Bible. I highly recommend Oren Bibles, and I more than highly recommend a Cambridge Wide Margin if you want to grow your faith and grow your study in the Word. All right, guys, have a good night.